We do.
We've got Liquid Sun, which y'all just heard their song H is for Hip Hop. I've got I've got CJ. Say hi, CJ.
How y'all doing out there?
I've got David.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And I've got Marcus.
The freshman.
Yeah. You guys are all students at A&T. Yes?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so did you guys meet at A&T, or how did you guys hook up?
Alright, well, you see. Okay, so me and Smiz are cousins.
Get closer to the microphone.
Me and the freshman are cousins.
That's my name.
We've been doing music in Colorado since we can remember, but I came out here for college.
And that's where you met me. Yeah, it's actually like a really interesting story. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all play video games, but you know, I was in the dorm, you know, on the couch playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, this kid from Inglewood walks in and sits on my couch like he knows me, you know. So I'm like, hey, it can't be all bad, you know what I mean? So it just started from there. The chemistry was great, you know.
So how did you guys know that you were all musicians, or was it just from talking to one another you found out?
Well, actually,
I mean, obviously you guys know because you're related.
Yeah, right. But I got a tip that I was like, oh, man, I'm really looking for somebody to do music with. I got a tip that somebody next door to me in the next dorm was trying to do music also, which was me, which was David, and I just went over there and sat down. He had a little rinky-dink studio.
It was really humble. It was, you know.
You have a studio in your dorm room?
Yeah.
You can have a hot plate, but you can have a studio.
I know, right? Man.
Nice computer, Mike.
Nice computer. No. Man, let me tell you, man, like our beginnings were so humble. It's like we started off with just a simple recording program and, you know, like a little simple microphone and spec. We couldn't even afford a pop screen. So we used tissue. We used tissue paper and rubber bands to go over the microphone. And we did it really gently. It was crazy. But
when you guys become superstars, you tell all these stories about how you started, how your humble beginnings.
Way humble beginnings. Like for me and CJ, we're in Colorado. It was just a whole bunch of more humbleness, I guess you could call it. But yeah, it's just it's been a great ride so far. We're definitely looking forward to the future.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, we are going to take a short break, and at the break, we're going to listen to another Just Not Famous Enough Awards nominee. We're going to listen to Irvine with Tightrope, and then we'll be back. You guys can stick around for a little, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a little live performance for us.
Go ahead and hook that up for y'all.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, y'all, this is Locals Only, presented by Yes Weekly on Magic 94.1. We are back, Locals Only, presented by Yes Weekly on Magic 94.1. I have got Liquid Sun. They are nominees for Just Not Famous Enough Awards, which are happening on April 3rd at Green Street in downtown Greensboro. I've got CJ, I've got David, and I have Marcus with me. However, when they are on stage, they don't go by CJ, David, and Marcus. They all have stage names, alternate personalities. Perhaps they're all in some sort of witness protection program, I don't know. But, yeah. So, let's start with CJ. Your nickname. Schizo?
Schizo. Okay.
Are you on meds?
Nah, I'm not on meds. The way that Schizo came about, like, I don't know, I was sitting one summer, like, I think it was summer of 10th grade year, I was sitting in my room, I was like, man, I need a tight name, because Jason has got a tight name. I was like, I need a tight name. So I was like, what do people think of me? And it was like, I was really crazy. I'm really chill now, but in middle school I was really crazy. So I was like, schizophrenic. That's what they call me at school, so maybe I should look into that. It took me about a week or two to find out how to spell it.
It's not spelled right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I changed the letters around so that, you know.
So it was more.
Now, how do you spell it in Greek?
Oh, Sigma Kappa Eta Sigma Zeta Omega or SKH.
Okay, great. That was really hard. Okay. David.
Yes.
AKA Bo.
Yes,
or
it is
Bo.
Bo.
Because Bo, isn't Bo like an alcohol? Isn't that Courvoisier? Isn't it B.O.?
No. True. I mean, I'm flattered that you want to compare me to something as intoxicating as alcohol, because I know my lyrics are quite intoxicating. But seriously, Vo is
It's your modesty that really doesn't
can't you tell? But yeah, Vo comes from my nickname that I earned just from living life. You know what I mean? I'm growing up on the south side, then moved to the east side. My original name was Cuervo, after the tequila, because it's an interesting story. I'm not going to go into it. But it actually means, because one of the foreign exchange students actually explained to me what Cuervo means, and actually means street smart in Spanish. But on a track, it's kind of hard to shout out Cuervo, like all the time, without having people assume, something that isn't me. So shorten it up to Vo. And see, Vo is the voice. It's the voice of the streets. It's the voice of the people whose story isn't always being told. So that's where that came from.
Then you have that, hold on, I've got your bio here, and I was looking to see, because something Crazy Street Hip Hop as it once was in its early stages, and strives to produce music that would appeal to all ages and races. So that's kind of interesting about that.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
All right, and finally, we've got Marcus.
My nickname, or my stage name, should be The Freshman. I guess that's what they're calling me now.
That would imply that you were in some sort of mafioso
I guess so.
Shaking down garbage men.
It depends on what day.
It depends on the day. For this one, we can't refuse.
You have to see the Godfather.
Godfather.
Smiz is actually, it's not really a deep a tale as these two have. I was in, I remember the day this kid came up with it. His name was Chris Duncan. We were sitting in 8th grade language arts class, and we were just bored. We were thinking about just other stuff. The school's about to get out, and he was like, well, they used to call me J Stu, which is Jamon Stewart, which is my name. And he was like, let's call you Smizzle, J Smizzle. I didn't like the Smizzle part. I didn't like the little L-E at the end of it. I was like, nah, this is really not cool. But so I was just like, okay, let's take the J Smiz. I like the J Smiz because it was cool back then. So it kind of grew on me at some point. So I'm like, gosh, it's still a little childish, but at the same time, it's where I came from. So you never know. Well, you're not gonna know where you're going unless you remember where you came from.
Right.
You learn from your mistakes, the past. So I've stuck with the name. I do like it, ladies and gentlemen. All rights reserved. Jason is to Marcus Stewart, aka The Freshman.
Do you have like a copyright or
Yes.
trademark brand on your butt or something?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I want to get like a whole clothing line called Smiz Clothes or J Smiz. I want to make something weird too. I want to make like windows or something, like J Smiz windows, or like window seals or window ceilings. The only way to see J Smiz.
We got it both.
Got it.
Okay, you guys are going to perform a little something live for us, right? You're going to do a little Ages for Hip Hop live. Yes.
Most definitely.